Blog Talk Radio.
Beautiful souls, and welcome to the Spiritual Guidance Radio. So I hope everyone had a wonderful week. And for those who are new to me, my name is Catharine Hahn, and I am a spiritual healer as well as a coach and a mentor. And so I am here to, be there to, give you some guidance. If you are kind of stuck in a rut or not quite sure of, where it is, what it is that you should be doing, where it is that you're being guided, with the help of the archangels. And so if you would like to receive some guidance, if you would like to talk about today's topic, which I will be introducing very soon, I would love to speak with you. My number here is 714-816-4628. And don't forget to press 1 on that keypad if you'd like to be live on air with me. All right, so before we go ahead and start with the topic and take calls, I'm going to do our weekly meditation. And today we have Archangels Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raziel, and Archangel Jophiel joining us today. So if you are able to, I invite you to sit comfortably somewhere. And we're going to close our eyes and take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as we do this meditation is going to help clear away all of those things that no longer serve us, all of the old energy that have come in for us this week, and letting go of the stresses, letting go of anxiety, letting go of all of those things that are burdening you. So we're going to take, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to just let out all of that old energy. And as you do that, to place your hands on your heart, and this will place us in our heart space. And as we are in our heart space, to really create that atmosphere that is calming for you, that makes you feel at peace. So those elements in nature that comes to mind as we do this meditation, whether it be body of water, animals and plants, just how the atmosphere looks with a sunset or a sunrise, and anything else that really makes you feel at home, at peace, to help you to really just be in the zone of this joy and happiness. So what is that for you? And as we create this space, we're also going to place an open door in our heart space. And this open door is for our angels and guides, as well as to invite our archangels here with us. And as they join us, we're going to be sent this energy of love and light that they bring. And as they do, to really just notice what it is that comes in for you, what it is when it comes to your thoughts, And as we breathe in and breathe out, we're surrounded by this energy that all of the angels bring, all of our guides bring. And as the archangels surround us, they send us their specific energies to help guide us, to help draw out all of the old energy, all of those things that we no longer need. And they are there to convert that into new energy, sending us the messages of love and light, helping us to really feel at that peace and that love and joy that they bring. And as that energy surrounds us, as it moves around us, we're also going to have source energy really open up our crown chakra. And the source energy is going to go through each and every one of our chakras. And as it comes down, it's going to help cleanse each of those chakras in the center. Cleanse it from all the old so that we can feel rejuvenated. To keep breathing in and out. And as it goes towards our feet, this energy from the divine, from source energy, all the archangels are going to then help us to ground our energy. So from our root chakra all the way down to the center of the earth, there's going to be this bright white light that goes all the way down. And once it hits the core, it's going to come back up through our feet, re-energizing, really filling us up with that energy of love and light, helping us to really be grounded. And it's going to come all the way back up, filling each and every one of our cells. And as it comes back up, to keep breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth. And then this energy is going to flow out of our crown chakra. We're going to flow out like a fountain of water. Then this energy is going to fill and reach the floor and spread out. Spread to all of those who need this energy of love and light. As we share our energy, and as the archangels and our angels and guides share theirs to us, let's keep breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth. Now, Archangel Michael is going to really wrap us in that cloak of energy, as well as to really shield us from the outside energies. So as we are encased in this energy of protection, and really being able to integrate the energy that the archangels bring to us. Take a few deep breaths through our nose, out through our mouth, and then you can bring back awareness into your body. And then you can open up your eyes. So welcome back. So that is a meditation you can do over and over again as needed to help really just revive you, to rejuvenate you, to really help you to feel centered throughout the week as needed. If you are feeling stressed, if you are feeling as if you just need a little more of that energy from your angels and guides as well as the archangels. And so I hope that this week for you has been one that has been, releasing and letting go, but also setting those intentions. Last week we talked about really setting intentions and being clear about what it is that you truly want when it comes to your goals, when it comes to really stepping into your purpose. What was it that you truly wanted to do and see? What is it that you want to come into fruition? So if you'd like to talk about that, what it is that has been happening for you, if there have been next steps that you've been shown that you have been following, I would love to hear that from you as well. So the number again here is 714-816-4628, and you can press 1 on that keypad so that you can be live on air with me. So before I do go on to taking some calls, we are going to be talking about getting out of your own way. So who here, if you're listening right now, who here has heard that term, that phrase, getting out of your own way? I know for me, I've heard that term many times before. I just never really knew what it meant. And this week, the archangels reminding me over and over again of that term, that phrase, and what it means. So we're going to talk more about that. And if you have understood that term and you've been getting those messages as well, I would love to hear from you about that and what it is that the archangels, the divine has been showing you when it comes to that, getting out of your own way. Because, for each of us, it's going to be very different. So before I go ahead and talk about that topic and take some calls, I'm going to just kind of briefly mention what it is that's coming in for us when it comes to this coming week, this weekend and this coming week, and the energy that's coming in. So this month is about trusting in the process. So we have been discussing, just some things when it comes to trust, when it comes to really, letting go of the control, and going with the flow. So how is it that has been coming in for you? And today's topic does have to relate to that. So what's coming in this week? We have Archangel Raziel. We have Archangel Jophiel stepping in, as well as Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel, who have been with us consistently. And so what they are showing us this week is, everyone is on their own journey. Everyone has their own path and on different levels on their journey. And so for some of us, it's going to be a time to let go of control, let go of other things that are not aligned to us anymore. So what is that they're showing you that you really need to let go? Now, there's also going to be others who are needing to really set those intentions very clearly. We talked about that last week, and when it comes to the full moon we had a couple of weeks back, it's always about setting those intentions, and we're still kind of in this this week as well, and coming in for a lot of us, especially if we have just started clearing out those things that we need to clear out. Also, what's also coming in is next week we do have another full moon. It seems like it goes by so fast when it comes to the months, but this month next week we're going to be towards the end of the month already. And so next week, it's also about clearing away those things that no longer serves us. And so the divine is reminding us, the archangels are reminding us that it's so important for you to really let go of those things that do not, are not aligned to us, because there are a lot of changes happening right now. They have been happening as we have been going through the months. And I mean, if you can believe it, we're almost at the end of July. And, we'll be full blown into the second half of the month. Schools will be starting soon again, and it'll be fall, for those in the States, it'll be fall before we know it. And so the archangels are preparing us to really see even more changes happening. So how is it that you are meant to go with the flow of this change? And how is it that you're resisting right now to that change? So what do you have to let go of so that you can really bring in that new energy that you're meant for, the next steps that you're meant for, what it is that you're meant to do when it comes to all different areas of your life? What are you holding on to that needs to be let go of? And so, that's part of this energy that's coming in. So when we talk about getting out of your own way, it does relate to that. So we will talk more about that. But before we do, I do feel as if I do need to take a few calls. So let's go ahead and do that. We have our first caller. We have area code 647. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Paul from Toronto.
Hi, Paul. How are you today?
I'm good. So my question is, I just want some advice from the archangels about precision with vibration. Precision with vibration in general, like vibrating at any frequency of any frequency of your desire, of your aim in general, and with finger positioning. Finger positioning is powerful. It's kind of like mudras, but I'm doing a specific technique tailored to me, which is using my fingers as body language, as my aim, as my vibration, as the tingling sensations that I want to vibrate those. So let's say I wanted to deliver a speech and have an audience giving a standing ovation, I could vibrate at that frequency just by thinking about it and bring the situation into the hands or in general in the entire body and feeling the entire vibrational frequency of any situation of my desire. So the in general advice and the finger, using my fingers with precision with vibration advice.
Okay. So I have Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel stepping forward for you first. And what they want to share with you, and as soon as I picked up your call, this is what I heard, is that first, slow down just a little bit, okay? So what they mean is that they want you to take a little bit of a break when it comes to all the researching that you're doing, all the searching and the seeking that you're doing. It's great that you are doing that and you're seeking, and it's great that you want to, learn all of this stuff, but they want you to know that you have so much knowledge and so much wisdom within you, okay, that they need you to listen to yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so they want you to step back just a little bit, and really take that time to listen to what it is that's coming in for you. When we are always seeking and searching from outside sources, we get all that information, but we forget to listen to what it is the messages are within ourselves. So it's important for you to do some journaling, to do some meditating. Sit with yourself for a bit, with a pad of paper, a notebook, and really listen to what it is that your own self is telling you, your higher self, and the divine is trying to show you. Because all of that information that you're seeking right now, that you're asking about right now, that's all there within you. You have that information, but you have to take that time to listen, and you have to take that time to really be by yourself and to just reflect within yourself on that, because you can find all that information out. Also, when it comes to the fingering, when it comes to higher vibration, that is something that you can do in different ways. So, be more open when it comes to how it is that you could really raise your vibration. And it's going to be different for everyone, and it's going to look differently. So you may learn different things from other people, but you can mix those things up and really make it your own, because it is going to be your own, just your own way. So, not to be afraid to test different ways out, combining different things that really resonate with you. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
This was a perfect answer.
Wonderful.
Was a perfect answer,
yes,
I said.
You have these gifts. You have these amazing gifts of really being able to feel into things and really being able to know what it is that you're meant to use in order to raise your vibration. And you've done it before. You just can't remember right now. But the divine wants you to know that you know what it is that you need to do in order to raise your own vibration, to be able to be on that higher frequency. But you have to go back and let go of all of those things that you need to, that is not who it is that you are, that people have said to you that wasn't about you. So those things that people have said that, that say that you're not good enough in some way, or that you aren't right in some way. That's not true, because when people say that to us, it's their own things that they need to heal from, their own things that they have to work on. So what is it that you really need to let go of right now when it comes to those things that have happened in the past, in your childhood, as you were growing up, that really keep you from understanding who it is that you truly are, and just how amazing you are, because you have this amazing gift. You have amazing gifts. We all do, and you have these there too. It's just it's time to really look within and see that. And the archangels, your spirit, the guides, and your angels want to show you that. So don't be afraid to really just cut yourself off from everyone else at this moment, from doing the research, from doing all of the seeking, but to look within yourself. Okay?
Okay. You made me cry with your inspirational words.
And that's all the divine. That's all your angels, your guides, the archangels, they're all there supporting you and guiding you. And they always show you the signs. You see the angel numbers. You see, through the experiences that you're going through your daily life and your routine. They're showing you that they're always there. So you can do this. I know you can, and I can't wait for you to really discover that this week. more and more of who it is that you really are, because it's going to show. I'm going to be able to feel it. You're going to be able to feel it. And that's how you raise your vibration as well. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You are very welcome. So, don't forget to, do the meditating, do some journaling, do that healing work as well. And you're going to see just how amazing you are. Okay?
Okay.
Wonderful. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
Thank you. All right, let's go to our next caller here. We have area code 443. Hello, caller. What is your name or where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Suzanne, and I'm calling from Maryland.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. So how can I help you today?
I kind of am on the same. I wonder if some of the reading you just gave might be piggyback reading for me, but I'm wondering the same thing, a message from my guides, and wondering what, how they feel about how things are going right now.
Okay. So if that call resonated with you, it was meant for you as well. Okay? And I have
figured.
Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Samuel, and Archangel Jophiel are all there right now with you. And what they're showing me for you is that you are so loved. You are so amazing. You are so loved. You're so cherished, and you're always supported. Okay, so that's what they first wanted me to share. And I guess it really did have to, it did kind of go with the other color as well. But what I'm feeling right now for you is that you're going through a lot right now. There's a lot that you're thinking about, a lot that you're stressing over. And they want you to know everything is going to be okay. Okay? Everything is going to work out. But you just have to let it go. You have to let go of that control and let things just flow. And yes, it's hard. It's not easy letting go of control because you don't know what's going to happen next. But everything happens for a reason. Everything is going to happen when it should. Even if we try to do things the way we want to do it, it's not always going to work because the divine knows what it is that we need to see and what it is that needs to happen next. So even when we try to control things, sometimes it just doesn't work because we're trying to control it. So it's okay, and they want you to know that it's time to just let it go, okay? It's going to happen the way that it should, and that everything is going to work out. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And yeah,
Thank you so much.
want you. They want you to remember they're always supporting you. They're always guiding you. Okay, so whatever it is that you feel like you need to do, whether it's getting some rest, whether it is, having to be somewhere, really follow that pull that you're getting. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, really listen to your body because you have that gift of really being able to feel and know. So use your gifts and really follow that because it's your intuition telling you this is what you need to do next. Okay?
Okay. I really appreciate your time.
Was there anything else?
No, whatever was for my greatest good is what I wanted to hear.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too.
You are very welcome. All right. Okay, so let's go to our next caller. We have area code 415. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Jessica from New Jersey, and
Hi, Jessica.
I really enjoy your show. I like listening to it on Fridays.
Oh,
It's my
wonderful.
Friday night.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
So
had
how
the
can I
most
help you?
amazing and like unexpected and magical day today, and I feel like a little speechless about it. I'm just sitting here journaling as I'm listening to you talk. I
would love
so
to
today's
hear.
Yeah, I'd love to share. Thank you. So today's my birthday, and I had I always feel like a little bit of pressure to like, oh, you should do something fun, and it's always like, oh, I can never think of stuff, and the last several years I haven't had anybody to celebrate it with, and so I was kind of going through all of that stuff again, and I was not motivated to do anything today, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And then something came. I said, fine, I'll just go out for a drive. And then something came into my mind, and I said, you know what, let me go look into like day trips in like the neighboring, like in Pennsylvania or Connecticut, because it's been in my mind that I'm going to be moving soon, and it came in my mind like I think it was earlier in the week or last week that I was like, I think I'm going to move to Pennsylvania. And, be like a country girl. I think I'm a country girl. Anyway, long story short, I ended up at this lavender farm, which I had done some research on a couple of weeks earlier. And I was just visiting one farm after the next in this other area in New Jersey, like out west. And I feel like I fell in love, and like I found a part of myself that like I think I've always been a country girl, but somehow I've always been like in that programming to be near the city all the time. But like there were cows out there, and I do work with horses, and I have all these like I made this whole like I wrote up this. Because I'm living in an apartment now, and it's like cramped. I don't like it. It's noisy, and I can't, all the neighbors. It's just like so much going on. I can't stand it, and it's been like this for a while. And I wrote on my mirror. I put up a piece of paper, and I said, you know what? If I go from how I'm living now to a 5+ acre farm, then it's worth me staying here for a little bit longer, and I'll be patient. And the farm that I was on today ended up being 10 acres, because like then during the week I was like, you know what, I think I actually want 10 acres because I want to grow my food. I want to have like apple plants. Like there's like all these ideas coming into my head. So I got to experience like what a 10-acre farm feels like, and I feel like it's perfect. And then this idea came into my head. I was like, you know what, I want to have like a retreat center, like to do my healing work, and like I want to have, it's just like it's so amazing. So I'm just like sitting here, I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing. Like on my birthday, like I know my angels and guides are listening to me, but it's like, wow, like you guys just blew me away today. So I feel in love. I didn't want to leave. It was so relaxing. Like it was just like there were like no EMFs around, like the electromagnetic frequencies, and it just felt like heaven. Oh, it's amazing.
That is wonderful. Yeah. Well, first, happy birthday. That's
you.
So wonderful. And it was definitely meant for you. I mean, you even wrote that on your mirror before this happened. And so, it was definitely meant for you. And so, you found what your next step is. So what are you going to do about it? So that is what's coming in. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Shamiel, and Archangel Jophiel. They're all stepping forward, also as well as Archangel Raphael. So, they were the main angels for this week, and they're coming in for you because they want you to, to remind you and show you that was your sign right there. You saw it. You heard it. You followed your intuition, and you found it. So now what they're showing you is, so you have been leveled up, spiritually. So you've done some growth. So now, usually what happens is as we grow, we have this new level of healing that we have to do. When we are shown these new steps, we always, our human tendencies get that fear coming in and those doubts that come in. So what is it that's coming in, right, keeping you from really moving forward with that now? So you took that first step. So what's that next step? And to get there, it's going to be important for you to really get rid of those fears and doubts that are coming in, from really being able to take that step on what it is that you really want. So what is it that's coming in for you that you really need to release and let go of? Okay, so that's going to be your next thing to do as you are on this trajectory of growth that you're doing. So keep going with that. Keep journaling, meditating to really be able to release that fear, and know that it is meant for you. You're feeling this joy and happiness, from seeing this, because there's a reason for that. And so really just let go of those fears and know that the divine is always there guiding you forward, okay? So, keep dreaming those dreams, and don't be afraid to dream even bigger. What is it that you want to see when it comes to the healing center that you want to do? And be specific. What is it that you want to see? What kind of people do you want to see in that center? What type of classes or different things do you want to do within that center? So, don't be afraid to, continue to daydream, to continue to write down what it is that you really want to see come into fruition for you when it comes to that space. Okay?
Wow. I'm just like, I'm like really never like speechless. And that's how I feel like it's like a flabbergasted type of thing of like, because now I'm even like, even in hearing you speak, because I didn't even know, I love it that you're like, well, what's the next step? And I'm like, oh my God, I was just sitting in the energy of like, I'm flabbergasted here. But like, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go bigger with it, because even when you're speaking, I'm like, you know what? I actually think I want 20 acres because I want to have cows. Like, I'm thinking about all this stuff now. It's like, there's so much stuff I want on this property. Oh my God. It's like, wow.
Don't be afraid to really go big. I'm so excited for you, because it feels so good for you. So yeah, just keep going. Whether it's drawing it out, what you want it to look like, where do you want to put everything? Don't be afraid to do that, because remember, we manifest those things that, once we set those intentions, we're able to manifest those things. So, what is it that you want, and be specific, and, be clear on what you want, just like you did with the mirror, and what it is that you wanted when you put that on the mirror. That happened for you. So now, what is it that you want? Keep going. Keep going. They're always there guiding you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, and that's exactly, I wrote that too. I was like, you know what, I'm going to go home and I'm going to like map out, exactly like you said, I'm going to map out where I want everything on the property to be. Yeah, wow, this is like really big.
And it feels really good. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you.
I know, oh my God. It's amazing. Like my life is amazing, like amazing. So just like a little minor question, but it's like a little bit related. There's this horse at this stable. I think I spoke to you about the stables. I think the horse, there's a horse stable that's like somewhat near me, where I live now, and there's this horse that I love. And he's owned by someone that I just like met her once, and she's never really around. But I want to work out a deal with her or have something happen that I could actually like. I want to go to the stable on a regular basis and hang out with him and like go in his paddock and just like sit with him or like take him out just so he could eat some grass or like wander around the ring, because I don't ride horses. I just want to hang out with him. And any idea as far as like, because I'm going to go to the stable tomorrow because I miss him. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. And like, but I'm not going to see this late girl because she's never around. Like she's like emotionally unavailable for her horse. And any ideas of like, how can I want to just be closer to him. I don't want to just speak to him through the fence. And sometimes they tell you, oh, you can't touch the horse. And so it's like, any idea of how I could get, how I could work this out?
So, is there anyone there that you can speak with?
I was thinking of speaking to the owner of the stable and asking for the phone number or the email of the girl who owns the horse. But I think it's always better if you see someone face to face. But again, she's only there like a half an hour once a week in the morning. And so like, that's really the only, I could speak to the owner of the stable and somehow, I guess, get this girl's information. But it just feels weird, like emailing this girl or calling her.
Well, you know, you don't have to necessarily get her information, but you could pass down the information to the owner where he can speak with her on this. You know, your desire to really, you know, connect with her horse. You know, especially, you know, if she is very, you know, disconnected from the horse, you know, that's something that, you know, you could really kind of speak to him about so that he can, you know, talk to her about it, you know. Because what I'm seeing is that, even if you try to connect with the owner, there's still going to be a little bit of a disconnect. But does the owner and her have a closer relationship? Do you know?
Yeah, I like the idea that you're saying. I'd rather, like, the things work weird at the barn. Like, people are a little bit weird at the horse stables. I've definitely noticed this. Like, so if, like, they get, like, if you're too direct with them, they get, like, weird. So, yeah, I think that it is, like, I don't know if she had, like, I mean, she definitely has a better relationship than me. I just said hi to the lady, you know, the girl, one time and just spoke very briefly. But, yeah, I'll leave a message with the horse stable owner. I'll speak to her and see if she could pass it on and give my phone number, or maybe she could just tell her. Because it's like it's far. It's like a half an hour, 40 minutes for me to drive, and then I have to just like, I want to be able to give the horse like an apple. Like I can't even do that, you know. And then like so I let him sort of pet me, like he roughhouses me. I can't touch you, Carmine. You can touch me. And then he like rubs his nose against my chest and everything. I'm like, I'm not touching him. He's touching me. So that's my way around that. But yeah, so, I love him. I actually I would love to bring him to my new, like when I get the house, I want to take him with me. I love him. So, yeah, I'll you know, and you know, advice. Yeah, you know, don't be afraid to really be honest with the owner, how you really feel, and what it is that you see. Because also, I do see in the near future you having this relationship with the owner of the horse. But yeah, she would be a bridge for right now for you to speak with her. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, because I've been praying that she booked like a healing session with me, but I don't even know if she has my information. Like it's one of those things. But okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go see him tomorrow, and I'll leave a message. Thank you so much. I you might hear from me. I didn't tell you, like, I enjoy hearing you speak, and I like sharing my journey too. It's like it makes it more fun at this time.
Yes, definitely. This is what I'm here for, it's both ways. I want you to share those things that you are, learning and how you're growing. And I mean, and you help other people to grow as well when you share. So, I look forward to hearing from what happened with with this. So yes, be sure to give me a call back and let me know.
I will. Thank you so much again, and have a blessed week. Thank you, and
you
weekend.
You too. Thank you so
bye-bye.
much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, so, before we move on to other callers, I do want to mention, what it is that this week's topic is. So I didn't have a topic on here, written on here, because I actually didn't know what I was going to be talking about until right before I came on. And, that is, how the divine sometimes works. You just go with the flow and what it is that comes in when it comes to the divine and what spirit really shows you. And so today, when it comes to getting out of your own way, this is what the energy that's coming in for next week. And so what does it mean to be getting out of your own way? When you're told, get out of your own way or get out of your own head, what does that mean? And, for the longest time, I had no idea what this meant. I heard it as a child, as growing up, as a teenager and even in college, and I didn't really get it. I didn't understand, why people would say that and what it really meant. But this week, the archangels have really been showing me what it means to really get out of your own way. So getting out of your own way is getting out of ego. So our humanness, that's ego, that has to do with, those things that we learn growing up that tells us we can't do certain things, we're not good enough in some way. That is not who it is that we truly are. Who it is that we truly are those perfect souls. We are created in the image of the divine. So that means that we are amazing. We are magnificent. We can do anything that we truly want to do. But it is because we get in our own way that we don't let the divine do what it is that they want to show us when it comes to our next steps, what it is that we need to do. And, a lot of times we get our intuition that tells us, what it is that we need to do next. And our intuition's never wrong. It's just our ego and our humanness, those fears and doubts that come in because of what it is that we need to heal, that steps in and tells us we can't do it or keeps us from taking those next steps. But Spirit is always telling us, the divine is always telling us that we can do it, that anything is possible. But yet we get in our own way. We, try to take control of things that, don't need to be controlled because especially when we set those intentions and what it is that we truly want, because the divine already knows what it is that we want, but they want us to see that. They want us to be clear on that for ourselves and to really see it for ourselves so that we can then say, okay, now we're ready. We're ready to step into our purpose. We're ready to do those things that we are passionate about, that there's a reason why we're passionate about it. And we see that. Once we do see that and set those intentions, that is when we tell the universe, we tell the divine that we are ready. And then they send us those next steps. They send us those signs. They send us those situations and experiences and occasions where it's meant for us to really go for and take action on so that we can step into what it is that we're meant to do, reaching our goals that we want to reach, and really being able to do those things that we are truly meant for. And so when we, get in our own way, it keeps us from doing those things that the divine is showing us that's part of our path. So whether it is, they may show us what it is that we need to see, what it is that we need to hear, feel, and do, but those when fear comes in, and tells us we can't do it, it keeps us from taking that action, and then we don't move forward. We procrastinate then, or we just, we don't, we tell the divine, we don't want to do it because we're afraid of what we can't see. We're afraid of what might happen. But the divine and the universe is always for us. They're always showing us what it is that we need to do next for our own good. It's for our purpose. It's for us to really, be able to achieve those things that we want to achieve and do those things that we dream of doing. We don't have dreams just to have them. Those dreams are meant for us. It's meant for us to be in and do and take action on so that we can live in that joy and happiness that we are meant for. And the divine knows how it is that we can live in that joy and be in that joy and happiness. And so we have those things that we are passionate about, that we desire. That's all within us. We don't have those emotions and those feelings just because, but it's meant for us to be in. So, but because of things that we've been told growing up, because of things that we've been shown, whether it be, just from immediate family or generational, whatever that is, those limiting beliefs that we grow up with, it's important for us to let those go, to really heal from them, and to know and to remember that we can do anything that we truly want to do because we are, created in that image of the divine, and the divine wants us to live in that joy and happiness in what it is that we are truly passionate about. That is what that we are meant to do. So what is that for you? Our last caller, Jessica, she, and I'm thankful that she shared what it is that she saw today. It's so amazing because when we see what it is that we truly need and want, it makes it raises our vibrations. We are at that high vibration, and we feel that joy and happiness, and that others are able to feel that because you're doing those things that you are meant to do. You're seeing those things that you're meant to see, and they're not just meant to see; it's meant for you. So then, if you're not really in it, but you see it and you know what it is that you want, why can't we go after that? Why can't we go further and get it? And the divine wants us to know that that is meant for us. That is how we're meant to live. So what is stopping you from going after it? And so when it comes to getting out of our way, it's important for us to do that, to let go of the control, let go of what it is that we think is best for us, but to know that the divine knows what your next step should be, and they're always going to show you those next steps. It's then up to us to take that step. It's then meant for us to go for it. And remember that we can do anything that we truly want to do. but we have to get out of our own way. We have to get out of that human way, the ego way, that stops us from really going after what it is that we truly want. When we get in our own way, also we do that because it could be that you want to, it's safe and we're in that comfort zone, but we are meant to be out of our comfort zones. And really, and when we go out of our comfort zones and follow what it is that the divine is showing us, that spirit is showing us, that is when we're able to, feel the things that we need to feel, be in that love that we're meant to be, and the fears go away, the doubts go away, and then we are then in that moment of where we're meant to be. So what is that for you? What is that they're showing you? So I can't believe this, but we're almost at the top of the hour. Before I do end the show, I do kind of want to mention what it is that's coming up on Psychic Talk Network. So you can go to psychictalk.net/upcoming and see what all the upcoming shows that we do have. So like on Saturday, which is tomorrow, Tarot Today Radio is back, and hosts Mary Brown and Dax Carlisle will be back. And they do have a special guest, a certified tarot master, Michaela Reyna, and she will be talking about how to unleash your inner winner with tarot. So, if you are interested in that, be sure to tune in tomorrow for that. And then on Monday, Wisdom of the Soul is back with host Janice Fuchs, and be sure to tune in as she talks through her topic. I'm not quite sure what she will be talking about, but be sure to tune in on Monday for that. Also, next week, I won't be on live next week. My twins are turning 8 next Friday, so I will be celebrating with my family then. And so, if you are needing some guidance, if you're unsure of your next steps, or if you are needing some prompts for journaling, be sure to connect with me by going to facebook.com/spiritual guidance radio, just like the show's title, Spiritual Guidance Radio. So you can go to facebook.com/spiritual guidance radio, and you can message me there if you have any questions, if you are just like I mentioned, if you are needing some prompts, you could reach me there as well. And I usually do message back. So be sure to connect with me there. If you'd like to just share that the divine has been showing you, what it is that you've been learning, that's what I'm here for, and especially also if you're listening with me right now while I'm live, I'd love for you to share what it is that you've been learning, how it is that you've been growing. When it comes to this time right now, there's so much changing right now. And so it is that time for change. And so when we go out of our own way, if we get out of our own way, we're able to see what it is that we need to do next. When it comes to career and business, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to studies, anything, any area in our life can be shown where it is that we need to go. But we have to get out of our own way and know that everything will happen. Everything happens for a reason, and everything happens in perfect timing. So when we are out of our own way, sometimes it can feel as if you're not doing anything, and sometimes we're called not to do anything and to take a break. to relax and really just go within. Sometimes we are led through different situations, different what different people say, what we hear on the radio, what we hear on TV, what we see on TV. All those things can be tools for us to show us what it is that we need to do next. And, we get those aha moments. We get those bright ideas that come in, and that is from the divine. So what is it that's coming in for you that you need to do next? And to follow that and not let yourself, your humanness, your ego get in that way of really doing those things that really help you to move forward. So what is that for you? When I first started on this journey, I got in my own way a lot. I thought I was doing what it is that the divine wanted me to do, but I didn't. A lot of times I told myself that I couldn't do it, and it was all because of the fears and doubts that I had to heal from, that I needed to really look into and really be able to let go of and release and heal from. And once I did that, that is when I was shown even more of what it is that I needed to do next. And then it was about taking action and doing it. Instead of saying, I can't do it because, I'm just not good enough, or it's not going to work. It's not going to happen, or I don't have the resources. I don't have that abundance. No, it's not that. It's once the divine knows what it is that we need to do next. So when we do say, okay, I'm ready to follow, I'm ready to do those actions, that is when all of the abundance comes in. That is when what we need comes in, and we're able to achieve those goals, and we're able to do those things that are meant for us. So what is stopping you today? What is keeping you from doing those things that are meant for you? Remember, the divine is always for us. They're working for us, always showing us through our intuition, showing us through other people, showing us through situations and experiences that you go through every day. And those aha moments, those are all meant for you. So what is that you need to work, that you need to see? But if there's fears and doubts that are coming in, saying that you can't do it in one way or another, that's something that you need to let go of. That is something that you need to work on, heal from. So what is that? So what is it that you need to journal on? Calling on Archangel Raphael to help you, calling on Archangel Gabriel to help you, and they'll be able to show you what it is that you really need to see and let go of so that you can really move forward. Also, what helps when it comes to the healing process is to remember in the back of your mind that we are meant to be able to do anything that we truly want to do, that we are created in the image of the divine. So that means that we are perfect souls, that we are made perfect so that we can do those things that we are passionate about, that we come into the world with knowing that that is something that you're meant to do. So what is that for you? So, this week it's about getting out of your own way, stepping your ego aside and saying, okay, I'm going to be following what the divine shows me and what spirit shows me. And through those aha moments, through those experiences, through what other people say to you that really resonates with you. What is that for you? And then to take action, following your intuition for those who you have those main gifts of feeling and knowing. What is that what's pulling at you to really do? Is it that you have to go somewhere? Is it that you have to meet someone? Is it that you need to call someone up? or, video chat with them. What is that for you? And we're always being shown what it is that we need to do. For some of us, it's removing clutter, whether it is emotional clutter or physical clutter. What is that for you? What is it that you need to do next? You may not be able to see what the step after it is, but what is that step that they're showing you right now that you need to do in order to really move forward to that next step? Now, we have to remember that the divine is not going to make us jump a huge step because of those fears and doubts that will come in when stepping out of our comfort zone and doing those things that are meant for us to do. But they are going to be baby steps that they show us so that we can achieve those goals that we are meant to achieve and really step into the purpose that we are meant to step into. So what is that for you? So I want to thank everyone for joining me today. We are at the top of the hour, and, I'm so thankful for this platform because, this is not only for you, but yes, it's also for me. I've done a lot of growth in the years that I've been on this platform, in being able to share and work with the archangels to help you, because it's not only helping you, but it's also helping me too in my growth and transformation as well. So I want to thank everyone for listening in today, and for those who will be listening. I won't be on live next week because I will be celebrating 2 birthdays, my twins' birthdays. But I will be back the following week, and I believe it will be August by then. Let me just check really quick. Nope, well, it'll be the 30th, so right before August. So we will probably be discussing what to expect when it comes to August energy. So be sure to tune in. Also, I just want to mention that if you feel as if you're being called to share this with other people, if you go to my Facebook page, you can share out the replays to the shows. So you can just share that out with others as you feel. So, as you're being called. So sending you all lots of love and light. I hope you have a great weekend. Also, as we go into next week, to really just do what it is that you are feeling called to do, and really getting out of your own way, so that you can achieve those goals that you are meant to achieve. So this week has been amazing when it comes to a lot of growth and lots of change happening, and seeing a lot of changes happening. So what is it that you are seeing for yourself, and how it is that you're meant to really reinvent yourself as we go through this process this year? Now, this year, as I had mentioned earlier on in the year, that this year is about rebuilding and reinventing, and not just society as a whole, but for yourself as well. So what does that look like for you? Are you needing to change careers? Are you needing to change how your business runs? Are you needing to change how your relationships are? And also your mindset as well. Are you needing to change that as well? Like, how is it changing? How are you growing? How are you transforming? So sending you all lots of love and light, and I will be back in 2 weeks. So until then, I will talk to you all very, very soon. So bye-bye for now.